So Stephen, Rome and myself are here today at March Bags, and we're just checking out the kind of things that could be and should be recycled. So we're just going to have a look at a box of stuff here that is paper stuff. Selection boxes like this. So these can definitely go in the paper bin. So you choose something, Stephen.
Right. Flower bag, funnily enough. And even though it's a bag, it's made of paper, so as long as there's no flower contaminant, that can also go in the paper bin.
Okay. Lots of different kinds of, I think, envelopes and, well, what you would call junk mail, I guess, which some of us don't even look at. But it comes in various forms. It can be glossy, it can be matte, any kind of paper like that. Envelopes can all go in the bin.
Usual deal, cardboards.
Yeah, cardboard packaging can go in, that's fairly straightforward. Different colours of paper, they can all go in, there's not a problem with that. This is more junk mail, so that can all go in. Envelopes, even if they're stuck down with gum, you might think that's not possible, but yes, they can go in as well.
Yep, same with, surprisingly, envelopes with the window inside. Yeah. That's perfectly fine to go in the blue bin.
Paperback books, it seems a shame to throw them out. It's probably best if you try and recycle them in your local charity shop or give them to community hubs where kids go to playgroups and things. But if all else fails, they can in fact be recycled as well. Egg box, what do you think? Egg box?
Egg box, I'm sure egg box is fine.
Yeah.
So
egg box,
put the egg box in.
Okay.
And the rest is largely what we've covered already.
Yeah.
Envelopes, paper and card, all the usual stuff, all good for the blue bin.
And also, obviously, if you've got a box like that, please flatten it and put it in. Something that can't go in are pizza boxes. We've been up to Dundee and we saw quite a few pizza boxes lying in the heap. Unfortunately, because they've got grease on them, they can't be classed as cardboard, so they shouldn't go in. So anything that's got food waste that is sticking to it, that is in cardboard, I'm afraid you're better putting that in the general waste. Okay, so we're now on to the burgundy bin, which is for plastics, metal and cartons. Cartons, I was always just worried about this because it looks to me like it's mixed, but actually it's classed as a carton. So juice cartons, soup cartons, anything that comes in a carton can go in the bin.
I must admit that was a big surprise to me as well. It's always a big worry, cartons.
So this is an example of a bottle that comes with one of these spray trigger guns, and this is something that you can take the trigger gun off and put the rest of it in the bin.
Pick one. So we've got our selection box tray from the selection box we saw earlier.
And I think I've had a couple of queries about the colours of plastic trays. You know, vegetables often come, for example, in green or brown plastic trays. They can go in the burgundy bin. Black plastic trays of any kind can't go in because there's a pigment in the black plastic that the machines that sort it all don't recognise, or can't recognise at the moment. Hopefully that will maybe come in the future, but anything with black plastic does not go in. Okay, Stephen, your turn.
Okay. Again, soup carton, which fine to go in, and a bit of a surprise, but aerosols. Now, aerosols of a certain size are perfectly fine to put in. So,
yeah, and I think this is fairly obvious, but these are, yogurt pots, butter pots, that kind of thing. No problem, and all of these have a value. It's when you're looking at plastics, there's things that are sort of malleable like that tend to be the ones that can go in. Anything that's much harder plastic, we'll tell you about in a minute, can't go in. So, most of the rest of that is milk cartons, you would expect that, plus the lid as well, that can all go in.
Yep. Again, malleable plastic, can go in.
And any kind of food cans, and it only takes seconds to just rinse them out quickly and then they'll not be smelly and horrible in your bin, and then it can go. And obviously, any kind of metal drinks can go in. And the rest of them are all about the same. We really do need to just get people to understand that this is in everybody's interest. We know that the supermarkets are going to try harder in future at the point of when they're packaging stuff up to try and use less waste, and they'll be forced under new legislation that's coming out to actually do that. We need to do our bit in the council. We're not just doing this for you know, for no reason. We're doing this because we've signed up to the Charter for Household Recycling of Scotland, and we've signed up to that, so we need to do what it says, which is to really recycle as much waste as we possibly can, and so we need your help to do that. We're now looking at the general household waste bin, which is the one that we're really trying to get as much stuff out of as possible, and really, you know, have it half empty if possible, and everything else going through recycling.
Yeah, so essentially this is just our no pile.
Yeah, so here's some of the things that you might be concerned about or not sure about. This is a tea bag container. Now you might think that's foil, so that could be recycled, but unfortunately it's actually metallised plastic, so it's too difficult, unfortunately, to be able to recycle, so that's got to go in the general waste.
What we also have in here is an array of plastic bags. Unfortunately, can't actually be recycled, so these kind of things would have to go in the bin as well.
Plastic in particular, as we've said before, these cannot be recycled. This is kind of paper towel.
It's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's a funny one because this has already been recycled lots and lots of times, which is great. But eventually gets to the point where it's at a stage where it really can't be recycled anymore. It's probably been used to clean things as well, so it'll be contaminated, so that has to go in general waste. Stephen, do you want to do that one?
So, we talked about this earlier. This is the trigger from your trigger spray thing, your cleaning bottle or whatever. The cleaning bottle is fine. The trigger has so many composite materials. It's got metal inside. It's got hard plastic. So unfortunately, the trigger bit can't be recycled. I would probably keep it and use it again, but if you don't have a use for it, it goes in the bin.
I think this is something else that people are not sure about. Sort of wrapping paper from bread and bits of food. Unfortunately, it's not the right kind of plastic that can be recycled, so again, that's got to go in the general waste. And this is, well, we're talking about envelopes that can be recycled. Yeah. This is what's called a jiffy bag, I'm sure you've all seen them, but it's got plastic inside it, so again, that's something that can't be separated, so it's got to go in the general waste.
And this one, as I said earlier, is your black plastic, so again, can't do anything with it, so it's in the black bin.
Nets of fruit and vegetables. This is something, it is plastic, but unfortunately, again, it's not the right kind of plastic, so that's just unfortunately got to go into waste, general waste. I think that's about all really. Here's an example of something that's got some food waste on it, so it's contaminated.
Even though it's cardboard?
Yeah, it's got to get chucked. And one thing that we spoke about aerosol containers earlier, and they can be recycled in the plastics one. If they're toiletries, you know, that kind of thing, that they don't have anything hazardous in them, you can recycle them. But what we'd really like to point out to people is that canisters that have, for example, helium gas that people buy for parties for blowing up balloons, gas canisters,
camping gas, barbecues.
Yeah, barbecues. All that kind of thing. Unfortunately, they are really hazardous, and so they definitely cannot go in the general waste. We would advise you to save them up and just make a trip to the recycling branches that we have.
Well, I mean, essentially the last part of that would be that if you can't make it to the recycling centre, you could always save them up and make it part of maybe a yearly collection of all the different kind of things.
And sometimes shops that you buy these things from will take them back. The helium and the gas canister sometimes can go back to the shop you bought them for. So check them out. This is the little food bin that you get for your kitchen, and some people have got a bigger one for outside, so you can top it up. But this is one I just keep it just at my kitchen door, ready to go out. I don't put a bag in it, but you can put compostable bags in, you can put plastic bags in. So don't worry if you put a plastic bag as a liner in, that's fine. When it goes to the plant where it's sorted out, that will sort that out, that'll be taken out of the equation, so don't worry about that. So some of the things that can go in, we've got some of them here. So mouldy fruit, that's fine. Any kind of peelings from fruit and vegetable, that's fine. What do you think about tea bags, Stephen? I've had a few people asking me about tea bags because they think there's plastic in it.
Yeah, no, tea bags are fine as well, actually. You're absolutely no problems there at all. Once it gets in the digester, it's all broken down. So
yeah, so
tea bags are good to go.
And coffee grounds as well.
Coffee grounds as well.
Coffee grounds can go in. It's best if you try and keep as much liquid out as possible, but liquid can go in, and if you've got a plastic bag lining it, then you can just, this is obviously some breakfast cereal's been left over and it's got some milk in it, you can just tip the lot in. Mouldy bread can go in if you're not feeding the birds, don't feed the seagulls. And eggs, you can obviously put egg shells in, but you can put this as a whole hard-boiled egg, that can just go in. An orange. What we'd like to get over is that if you've got stuff in your fridge at the end of your week, before you do your shopping, have a look in your fridge, see what's past its sell-by date, just take it out of its packaging. That's one thing we need to stress. Take it out of the packaging and then just lob it into the food bin, and make sure you put your food bin out on your collection date and it'll be gone. So we're now not standing beside a bin because I'm going to talk about glass. As you probably know, City Council changed its policy of glass collection recently, well, about over a year ago I think, and we now have what are called bring sites where you can take your glass to. So any kind of glass bottle, this is obviously a wine bottle, it'd be good if you could take the top off because that's metal and that can go in the burgundy bin, but the rest can then go to a bring site and can be recycled there. You don't have to separate out the colours of glass anymore, it can all go into the same bin, and that's good. Yeah,
yeah, and you'll get those bring sites on, and you'll get them on major roads, you'll get them in
yeah, they're usually quite near to your house, so you can take one or two at a time when you go out, you know, for a walk or whatever, and just take them with you.
Yeah. Right, so this is a tricky one. So your smoke alarm, you might think, well, plastic, this can be recycled, but it's actually full of a lot of different things, and it's actually got hazardous material inside it. So what we'd ask you to do is to take that to a recycling centre and get it disposed of safely. There's a lot of composite materials, things that have composite materials in them, like remote controls, like game controls, TVs. You would take them to a recycling centre as well. So we'd ask you to treat smoke alarms exactly the same as those other things.
Yeah, there are other things that are very difficult for us to dispose of, and we really don't want them in the general waste. One thing I can think of just now, because I'm decorating, is paint. So paint tins. I've got a whole heap of them that probably I somehow thought they shouldn't go in the general waste, so they're still sitting in my little shed. But what I'll need to do now that we're finished decorating, is take them all along to Riverside or Baldovie, and then they'll be disposed of in the hazardous waste section there. So paint is quite a tricky one, unless you can, you know, if you've got, I suppose if you've got paint that's easily disposed of, you know, water-based paint or something, and you can swill out the tin, then you could put it in the burgundy bin, the metal bin. But it's probably best just to save it up, and like we said before, just when you've got a little collection of stuff, take it back. I mean, you've had, you know, if you don't have a car, I know it can be difficult, but you've had to go and buy the thing in the first place. So, you know, it's just a wee ask that you take it back to the right place so that it can be disposed of safely.